more, you must know how to respond. And when we say henda, you must also know how to respond. My name is Samuel Baloyi. Briefly, I was born in the United States of Zone 2 Diepkloof in Soweto. And that is where I was raised. But because of my assignment and mandate, I'm all over the show and all over the world, transforming and impacting lives. So Par Excellence is the company I founded with my wife, and we are co-directors of the company. We've been running it from 2014 officially so. My background is banking, worked for FNB, moved to West Bank, then resigned 2007. So maybe after my speech, some of you will be resigning from your jobs. But if you don't have the plan that I had after resigning, I can guarantee you will suffer and you will struggle and you will be broke. So I had a strategy, I had a plan, and here I am today running my own company and making it. So my coming here is to influence our mindsets, is to influence our behavior. So I'll talk more on our behavior in a professional workspace or in a professional workplace. I'm not here for curriculum. I take it that you are sitting on that comfortable chair because you qualified to be a deliverer of curriculum. So I'm not going to dwell much onto that, but I'm going to speak on how the machinery that must deliver curriculum can be oiled to continually become productive. Because if the machinery is not oiled, it dries up. And upon drying up, it breaks. And broken machineries have got the tendency or proclivity of breaking other machineries. And in this context, I'm talking about colleagues. Broken colleagues always break other colleagues, because if you are naked in the space, for your nakedness to be covered, you will want to undress someone else so that you've got someone else naked as you. Then you feel relevant and contextual in the space. So today I want to speak about a powerful element or component to enhancement of performance in a workplace environment. And that's the component of preparation. There are many synonyms to the word preparation, but I'm sure we all know what preparation is all about. But it precedes performance. How much you perform, how long you perform is determined by how much you have prepared. So you can be skilled, like a soccer player, Brampo. You can be skilled, you know how to trap the ball, you know how to pass it, you know how to dribble people. But if you don't go to training, you cannot survive the 90 minutes with your skills. If you hear me, please say halala. So the skill is there. You have developed the knack, you have developed the capacity, but survival period is dependent on how much prepared you are. And preparation also boosts your confidence in performance, because preparation is more like prophecy. You know what to expect when you are going to perform because you have practiced it in the space of your preparation. Preparation positions you. Okay. No, that's fine. You owe me 100 rands, ne? Preparation positions you for high performance, not for competition. Prepared people don't compete with anybody, but their own trajectory. They focus on what they have prepared upon. But people who are not prepared, they always want to compete with somebody else to become better. And in the space of performance, especially when dealing with a team unit like this one, it's not about who is better. It's about how many goals can we score as a team. And it doesn't matter who scores the goals, because the win is for all of us as a team. But remember that there is no team before there is individualism. So we are individuals before we are a team. So seated here as it is now, we are only a group. We just need to adhere to the dynamism or the dynamics of team formation for us to be called a team. When you can imagine a soccer team in the field of soccer, you will find them, let's just give an example with Orlando Pirates. You'll find them putting hands upon each other's shoulders. Have you seen that? before the match. So they appear to be a team. They appear to be a unit. But should they remain as a unit like that, even after the whistle is blown, do you think they can win the match? Talk to me, class. I'm not here to talk to chairs. Please talk to me. Do you think they can win the match when they just remain as a unit like that? Upon the blowing of the whistle, every team member is expected to take up their position. So separation can still make us a team if we take up the rightful positions. Is it a missed call or should I redial? We don't have to be in close proximity or holding each other or be present in one place together as a unit for us to determine our teamhood. But we can still be a team playing our various roles in various spaces of performance. Defenders defending for the team. Midfielders creating the goals for the strikers to score the goals. So there are those who choose to be bench warmers, unfortunately, amongst the team. So everybody is playing their role, but they are complacent. They are apathetic. And that taxes and costs the rest of the team. Because the expectation and anticipation is that everybody must play their role. Ask the person next to you, do you know your role or no? Yeah? We can assume that everybody knows their role, whereas everybody knows the dictation or the description of their workspace, but they don't know their role in the workplace. These are two different concepts. Workplace is the schoolyard, the staff room, the reception, but workspace is your classroom. So your effectiveness is not measured by your presence in the workplace. Are you following me? It's measured against your productivity from the workspace. That's why classroom management is not up to the learners. Even if you say to a learner, write the names of those who make noise, it's not their duty to manage the classroom. It's the duty of the educator. So if you can't manage your own personal space, you'll struggle to manage your workspace. And as a result, struggle to manage the workplace. So people who've got those nitty-gritties and little foxes with a potential to bend the whole field are those who are not developed from their personal space. So they struggle to fit into the principles of team formation in the public space. The public space is an opportunity for you to reflect what you have developed from the personal space. But if you are a problem and a nuisance from the personal space, you'll be a problem in the public space because its behavior, it's like pregnancy. You cannot hide it. After three weeks of being pregnant, you can deny it. But in 3 months, you can't deny it because it starts showing. So even if you say, I'm not this kind of a person, when you are in the public domain, it will be reflected that you are that kind of a person because you can't hide pregnancy. So behavior cannot be hidden. It's just a matter of time for it to be exhibited and expressed. So personal space development, it's not a matter of aging because aging is not your effort. It's natural. Where's my halala here? Aging, growing old is not your effort. It's natural and it is by God's grace. But maturing and developing is by intention. And if you are not intentional about your maturity and about your development, you will be a liability in a workplace environment instead of being an asset. You will withdraw the value you are not adding. And by the time you exit the space, everybody celebrates your living because it is -1 problem. Why is halala not coming up? Am I stepping on somebody's toe? So watch this. Personal development breeds your self-worth and self-value. You are not worthy and valuable by what you drive. You are worthy and valuable by what drives you. So people who have nothing, I like that halal, it blesses me. People who have nothing that drives them intrinsically, they always resort to external factors to help them prove a point that they are still relevant where development is concerned. So that's why you want to even go and hire a car that is not yours, to have a semblance to a public that doesn't even care, to show them how worthy and how valuable you are. And once you attach your value to things, it means you have not developed an original value that comes from within. So if you don't have value from within, you can wear expensive clothes externally. You will still be less of value, because it's not the clothes that give you value. It is what you give value to the clothes from inside. Lastly, you are made up of 3 elements: character, personality, and reputation. And I know that most of the time, we don't know the difference, especially between character and personality. When we want to refer to personality, we say character. Want to refer to character, we say personality. Character is not inborn, but there are people with character traits which they so much embrace as if they were born with them. So you meet somebody with a short temper, and the way they worship their short temper, it's like it's a gift from God. You will hear them saying, I was born like this, you can't change me. You touch me, you touch the wrong button. So these are people who are protecting weaknesses as if they are strengths. And what you don't realize is that protecting a weakness, it's like feeding a cub. You know what a cub is? When you feed a cub, it grows into becoming a fully fledged lion. And when a lion sees you, it sees lunch. So you'll be destroyed by the same thing that you have been protecting all this while, in the name of character, because you don't understand what character is. Now say these words after me. Character. Say it like you had breakfast. Character is developed. It's not inborn. So you see, the version of character that you are today, nobody is responsible for it but yourself. Because it is you who chooses what version of character to uphold. So you can't even say to me, my heart has been broken 10 times by my past 10 boyfriends. That's why I am like this. Nobody is responsible for the character you choose to keep. And character only has 2 categories: bad character or good character. There's no neutrality. You can't say, I'm just in between. I don't have a bad character, I don't have a good character. I'm just somewhere there. Even in the dictionary, that doesn't exist. So it's either you have a good character or bad character, period. But character, it's something you develop. It may be influenced by many elements: your upbringing, the environment you live under, your experience, your education level, your exposure. So that can contribute to the character you choose to uphold. But personality is inborn, different to character. We have introverts, we have extroverts. Now in personality, we have 4 types, which I'll quickly outline. We have drivers, and I'm not talking of taxi drivers. Drivers in personality, people like me, people who have this drive and the goal to make things happen. So once I put my hands on something and believe in it, I want to run with it and make it happen. Don't ask me questions. Don't tell me of the possibility of failure. So we are also spontaneous. If I have petrol in my car, full tank, and I feel like driving to KZN, I don't analyze the situation. I don't think about the risk. I start the car and go to KZN Sizobona Pambi. Okay? So amongst your team, you've got drivers. Drivers are the ones who make things happen. They always want to take a lead by evolution. When you have a project as a team, they want to take the front seat and become captain of the ship, because it frustrates them when you are busy with a project that doesn't come to completion. Are you with me? Then you've got analysts. Analysts are those who say, Mr. Baloyi, I can hear you, you believe in this thing, you want to run with it. But before I join you, I want details. So they analyze the situation. So sometimes they take time to come to the decision that the driver has come to. Are you following? So if you don't understand these types of personalities amongst your team, you will always be fighting. Not because you are against each other, but because you have different personalities. So Mr. Baloyi has already taken the decision, has already seen the vision, has already prepared himself to go and materialize the vision. But worker B is still analyzing the situation. They take time to make the same decision that Baloyi has made, which means we must be lenient with each other and accommodate each other based on each other's differences of personalities. Then number 3, you've got the expressives. These ones, they don't bottle up issues. Once you step on their toes, they want to raise the issue, get it resolved, and let us move on. So sometimes you may think they are arrogant, whereas it's an issue of personality. They are confrontational, not from disrespect, but from a personality point of view. Then you've got the amiables. Amiables are the kind, friendly people. You meet them the first time, it feels like you've known each other for the past 10 years. And these ones are more reticent, quiet, and reserved. And amongst the team, these are the ones who are taken advantage of. Even when it comes to finances, you borrow money from them and you don't return it because you know they won't come after you. They don't have a personality of leaving their comfort zone to come and approach you over something that you know that you need to do. Tell the person next to you and say, pay back the money. Don't take advantage of the amiables. Then the last one, we are remaining with 2 minutes. The last one, it's your reputation. Remember, I said character, personality, and reputation. These will help you so that when you are in your preparation zone, you prepare according to your capacity, according to your pace, according to your quality. Because if you want to prepare the same way I prepare, you may see me passing the same subject matter which you are failing. Because fake is cheap. Fake doesn't last. But